Hi, it's Filo. Since it's my birthday today and it will be my channel's 3rd anniversary on May 5th, before starting my bullet journal setup for May, I have a little something for you. As you know, I've been using a few Scribbles That Matter notebooks during my journaling journey, and I became an ambassador with them last year. So I've teamed up with them to offer you a giveaway today, so you can win a Scribbles That Matter journal or a dated or undated planner of your choice. And let me briefly show you why I love this brand. They have vegan leather covers in a range of very pretty colors with iconic scribbles or the plain pro version. It comes with a cute sleeve, 2 ribbon bookmarks, a pen holder and a back pocket, 150 numbered pages that are 160 GSM, so bleed-proof and ghost-proof white paper with middle page marks. It also comes with a very useful divider guide and a fine liner. So make sure you read the conditions of the giveaway in the description of this video, and let's start our setup for May. In April, I did a whole cottage theme with stickers, so this month I wanted to doodle. I thought about revisiting the first theme I did on this channel, which was a pond with reeds, but I ended up doing a Greek theme. Nothing to do with the pond, but that was literally my non-existent thought process. Or maybe the little heat wave we had influenced my decision. So I'm starting here with very easy doodles. First a Greek column, and then a cloud and the moon for a whimsical touch. And now we'll need some greenery, so here we have a branch, that could be an olive tree or Greek laurel, both would match the ancient Greece theme. And finally, I'm adding a window in the background that also serves as a frame for the whole illustration. Now, the Greek columns we usually see in the wild have some cracks, so that's what I'm adding here. Then, instead of leaving the column completely white, let's make it look more 3D with shadows. I'm adding them with a technique called cross-hatching, which I don't really control, as you can probably see, but it still does the trick. It's just a bunch of lines where the shadows would be, and I'm not very good at placing shadows, so if you understand where the sun would be, let me know. I think at the beginning I imagined it at the right and then at the top. Anyway. So I just draw a bunch of lines, chuk chuk chuk, in one direction, and then I cross them, chuk chuk chuk, in the other direction, and that's it. I hope you appreciate this very technical and professional tutorial. Same with the branch, just to add a little bit more interest to it. And for the moon, I used another technique that's a bit easier. This one is called stippling, and it's just dots. So the coloring part is very simple. I used a beige Crayola for the background, and to avoid the streaks, I color it like a coloring book. And when there's an excess of ink when I lift my marker, I just dab it with my fingers. In the end, it kind of looks like a colored washed wall. Again, suits my theme. The only other touch of color will be that green for the branch, and the cloud will be a light gray, and that's it. As the column is closer to us, I go over the beige to darken the shadow behind and push the column forward. Now it's time to add the header, and since May is such a short one, I opted for adding the month number before and make the title a little bit longer. And to fill the empty spaces, I'm using this beautiful washi tape from the Dark Academia collection from Notebook Therapy. It adds more interest to the spread with the gold foil, and then I'm layering it with more basic washi tapes in a similar color palette. Remember that I always leave all the links to the stationery I'm using down in the description, along with their corresponding discount codes. And that's it, we already have our cover and all the doodles here are pretty simple. Next, let's do the calendar spread. At first I knew I wanted to write May in big letters because there's only so many things you can do with the shorter header of the year. And here I needed straight lines, and that's why for once I used my ruler. Now I'm doing the proper calendar, and May will start strong because I have cousins visiting and I haven't seen them in years. I'm so happy. They'll see our house and town for the first time and will meet their second baby for the first time. That's so exciting. What about you? Do you have any plans for May? Share them down below so we can get excited together. Then apparently I couldn't wait and I started drawing a statue before finishing the header. Can you guess what it is? At this point, I think it's already very recognizable, at least I hope. It's the winged victory of Samothrace. I chose her because, well, first she's Greek, but she's also actually easier to doodle than you would think because of her lack of head and arms. Poor thing. Same here, I don't color her, she has to pop against the beige washed wall, but don't worry, she's also allowed some random shadows of her own. Of course, she has an olive branch or laurel and her own window. So here the light is coming from the left, and I think I did better, but who knows? I mean, having a reference picture of the actual statue helps, not gonna lie. For the actual calendar, I only used beige to highlight my weeks, and I'm using my stamps for all the headers. So as always, I have all my functional sections around the calendar, so the books I read this month, what I want to focus on, and for now I don't really know what should be my focus in May, we'll see, and my social media trackers. And I was trying to embrace the minimalist setup, but I couldn't resist some drop shadows or washi tapes. And suddenly I knew what I wanted to do with my header, and I decided on stippling, so filling it with dots to basically create a gradient by varying the density of the dots. So as you can see here, I color the first dot space in black, and then I draw more dots at the top of the letter, and less dots till I reach the bottom of the letters. I like this technique a lot. It's longer than coloring, obviously, but it looks so good and it's just black and white, so it doesn't steal the show from the victory of Samothrace. Finally, let's add matching stickers. These ones also come from the Dark Academia washi tape set, along with the gold foiled one, and the washi tape I used in my Academia theme in January. If you're new here, I have a special talent with stamps, or a curse. Next spread, as you can guess, is my habit trackers at the top and meal planner at the bottom. For the meal planner, I'm using another calendar, but you've already watched that, so let's skip it thanks to the magic of editing. So as I've been doing these last 3 months, I'll be tracking my workout, walks outside, and posting. Going to the gym is seriously giving me so much energy and strength. I'm really not a gym addict, but it feels great, physically and mentally. As for the walks, I really need to go out more often, especially in May. That's probably the last month I'll be able to go on long walks before we all get toasted in this gigantic oven for a few months. To illustrate my habits and give me motivation, I'm drawing Michelangelo's David without the head and the other parts. We just want the part that's motivating and not distracting. For the meal planner, I had many ideas, but the easiest one seemed to be this decorative bowl with plants. I'll use all my remaining ideas for the weeklies, but for now I have only filmed the first weekly that I'll show you in this video, and it's the first time I haven't filmed the whole setup in advance. This month I don't have time to set up and edit everything at once, so I'll set up the last weeklies progressively. But don't worry, you'll see them here on YouTube Shorts. It's just gonna be a bit easier for me to find time around to set them up progressively and quicker to edit. Back with David, I really wasn't sure how to apply the cross-hatching technique without it looking like hair, so he doesn't have all the shadows his muscles deserve. But then he doesn't have a head or limbs or anything, so he does what he can. For the headers, I'm just stamping them next to the illustrations. By the way, this is not a B, this is an upside down Q, I think. Anyway, I felt like the headers were a bit far away from the trackers, so I clarified that with cute arrows. And finally, let's add all the washi tapes and stickers. And now I'll show you how I did the first weekly of May. I went with a vertical layout, which tend to be my favorites, and I'm framing the dailies with this cute tag shape, which may remind you of my January Academia theme. To illustrate this weekly, I chose a broken column this time, so I guess the cracks on the one I did on the cover developed and it finally broke. Same cross-hatching technique, but I think I got the shadows right this time around, maybe? Here the light is supposed to hit from above. As I told you before, I haven't done this setup for the 4 remaining weeklies yet, so I'll do it during the month. And that means that it's your opportunity to suggest me your ideas. There's still time for me to include them in the remaining weeklies, but please don't expect me to draw faces. I know that would be cool, but I won't be able to do that this month. Now let's get started on the left part of this spread. We'll need some laurel. Placed like that, we always think about laurel, right? Then the mini calendar for May to keep it at hand during the whole month, and my work tracker. And now I'm cutting the pages on the right to create Dutch doors. I'll show you in short how I plan each weekly, but here I'll show you already how I set up the right part of these Dutch doors. So we'll need a mini calendar for June, and a to-do list, and more collage. If you want to recreate this theme, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to share your creations. And if you have more time than me, you could add flowers or butterflies around your illustrations. I think that would look great, but I had a time limit here, so I had to keep it minimal. And it's already time to flip through this ancient Greece May bullet journal theme. I hope you liked this video. Tell me what you think in the comments and leave me this emoji. Don't forget to participate in the giveaway I'm hosting with Scribbles That Matter, and like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you soon in another one, and in the meantime, enjoy planning!